Okay, gents, we're going to continue with exercise 5 now. The next transaction is on the 15th. We cashed the check to pay the wages for the week 3,604. So we continue with document number 7. It was on the 15th. Remember wages. We're going to write up cash for the name of employee. It's a total of 3604. And in the wages column, 3604. Then, sorry, the quality just faded out there. There you go. Then on the 16th, we paid macro traders per check for the following: stationery 1710, material 2870, and a filing cabinet 13,400. So the document number just continues for number 8. It's on the 16th. Whom did we pay it to? It was paid to macro traders. Remember, although it is for different stuff we buy, we're still going to write out one check to macro traders. So we're not going to write out the different checks for the different expenses, or maybe an asset that you buy. So then we're going to add up all those different parts. It's the 1710 for the stationery, the 2870 for the material, and the 13,400 for the filing cabinet. That's 17,980. And then we have to differentiate this into the right parts. What it was for: stationery 1710, so in the stationery column 1710, material 2870, so material cost 2870, and then a filing cabinet is 13,400. A filing cabinet will be a asset for the business, and we will call it equipment, the same as a desk or a chair or a computer. So it's 13,400 in the equipment column. Then on the 18th, we send a check to Sanlam for insurance for the month, 2,300. So the document number just continues with 9. It's the 18th. We pay it to Sanlam. It was an amount of 2,300 in the bank column, and then it was for insurance. There's no column for insurance, so we're going to write it in the sundry accounts, 2,300 in insurance. All right, let's continue with the 19th. Issued the following checks to XCNA for pens, paper, and receipt books, 1520, to PVA services for material purchase, 10,300, to Zenon for a computer and printer, 11,230. Gents, just excuse the shadow again. I can't help it now. I tried my best. So they say it's different checks, so we're going to have to write out 3 different checks to those 3 different businesses, all on the 19th. So we're going to continue with the document number 10. It's on the 19th. The first one was to XCNA. Was an amount of 1520 in the bank column, and it was for paper and receipt books and pens as well. So that will all form part of stationery. So in our stationery column, 1520. Then the following one was to PVA services for material purchase, 10,300. So the document number just continues with number 11. You already wrote it on the 19th, so you don't have to write it again. If it's on the same day, it's for PVA services. It's an amount of 10,300, and it was for material purchase. So in our material cost column, 10,300. Then the last part of that day was to Zenon for a computer and printer, 11,230. So just continue with the document number 12. Same day still, to Zenon, an amount of 11,230. It was for a computer and printer, so that will be equipment for the business. It's an asset, and we'll write it up in the equipment column. Okay, then on the 22nd, we cashed the check to pay the week's wages, 2,910. Continue with the document number 13. It was on the 22nd. Remember wages, we pay it as cash. It was an amount of 2,910 in the bank column. Always in the bank column, we're going to write up an amount, and then wages was 2,910. Then on the 25th, we issued the check to the Red Cross as a donation, 1,000. Continue with the document number. It was on the 25th. It was to Red Cross. It was an amount of 1,000 out of our bank account, and it was for donations. Now there's not a column for donations, so we're going to write it in our sundry accounts, 1,000 Rand for donations. Alright, then on the 29th, we cashed the check to pay the week's wages, 1,200. Same thing again. Continue, number 15. The 29th, we paid it as cash for wages. and it's 1,200 in the bank column and 1,200 in the wages column. Then on the 31st, they tell us we paid the manager, Mr. W. Asher, his monthly salary for 17,000. So we continue with the document number, was the 31st, but now the difference between a salary and a wage is that a salary only happens once a month and it's a bigger amount. So here we're going to specify to whom we paid it. So we paid it to W. Asher, so we're going to tell him in the name of payee, excuse me, that it is W. Asher. It's an amount of 17,000, and what was it for? It was for salaries. So in the sundry accounts, we're going to write it 17,000 salaries. I apologize for the shadow, gents, but I think you can still see clearly. Okay, and then at the end, we just need to add up all our columns. So we're going to draw a nice neat line here. One at the top, and then a double line at the bottom. And then we need to add up these columns. That's what they mean when they say close off the CPJ. So in our bank column, we'll get an amount of 192,360. In our wages column, we'll get 9,634. In our material cost column, we'll get 13,170. In our equipment column, we'll get 32,278. And in our stationery column, we'll get 5,100. And in our sundry accounts column, we'll get 132,178. So if you add up all these different columns except bank, you'll get the total for the bank column. Why is that? Because for every transaction, we write it up in the bank column, and then as well as one extra column. So all 5 of these columns should add up to the bank column. Okay, gents, that is exercise 5. If you have any questions, don't feel scared to ask your teachers, and then you'll see in the planning. Next up, you'll have exercise 6 and 7. Thank you very much, gents.